Alright then, you can go ahead. But sit nicely. Well done. What's it called?
It's in this.
You didn't invent it then?
It's this song is about Urywek Siódmej Symphony.
Oh, it's a bit of Beethoven. Okay then, can you play something you've composed?
I think it's like this.
Excellent. What do you call that one then?
Running racing.
Alright then. Well done. You're a little composer, aren't you? Good. And there's Georgie, a great acrobat. Let's have a look and see what's going on outside here now on my balcony. Pushkins. Ah, the tree is glowing and the line of lights over to the other tree sprinkling away. It's all still going strong. This pre-seasonal atmosphere. Okay.
You like me when I give you cookies, but you don't like me all the time?
Yeah, no.
Why?
Well, I like you, only love you, get cookies from me.
Oh, so only when I give you cookies do you like me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I love you.
I love you too, but I don't like you all the time.
Okay, thanks.
Sophie, do you like me?
Yes, I love you, but just when you give me something.
So if I don't give anything, you don't like me much?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You do like me, even if I don't give you anything?
Yes.
Oh, that's alright then, because I ain't got nothing for you.
I love you.
You sweetie.
Mm.
So, I love you too.
I love you too, but when you are good for me.
I see. Well, I like you when you're good as well. How about that? Right, well, we're doing our Christmas shopping right now for the kids. And I know you're not supposed to film in supermarkets, but, you know, when something really gets annoying, I just want to have my freedom of speech about it. It's not really, let's say it's not Real's fault, I'm in Real. Let's say it's not their fault, let's say it's the fault of Disney, products themselves. But anyway, what they have is they have these dolls' houses for you know, with the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And there's, for example, this one's got Grumpy in it. That one's got Doc in it. That one's got Sneezy in it. There's another one down there with Idiot in it, whatever his name is, Dopey. And each of them's only got one doll, but it's got pictures of them all together playing in this house. So you get the idea. Okay, well, that you're buying something with a bunch of dolls in, yeah? But then when you get really, really close like that, I'm not sure I can even zoom in far enough. It says dolls not included. Ohne Puppen, sans poupée, senza bambole, zonder poppen, bez lalek, babak neklul, bez panenek, sin muniecas, sem bonecas, choris kukles, uden duker, utan dukor, ilman nukeya, uten duker. So by the time you've worked out that one, it's told you it in about 10 different languages what that there aren't any dolls in it. But what it doesn't tell you is that there's no plastic figures of the dwarfs in it. It looks as though there are. So that's supposed to tell us that there's not any available. So then you think, well, I'll be able to buy them separately. So what else is there by this? You can't buy them all in a pack. What you have to do is you have to buy this thing at 99 zlotys a head. You have to buy it 10 times and buy these bits 10 times over in order to get the whole set. They don't even have the whole set, incidentally. And none of these shelves around anywhere has got any of the other of the Seven Dwarfs. So there is a version of the Seven Dwarfs available here, but the Seven Dwarfs available that are here are much, much smaller. I think we got some earlier, but they're... Oh, here we go. Look. And if you were to let those dwarfs play in this house, then the big dwarf would kind of like dwarf them, to pardon the pun. So probably that's what will happen. We'll probably end up putting the little dwarfs into a too big house, just so that we get the whole set. There's no other way of doing it. But is that any way to behave to consumers? I mean, it's the sort of thing that makes you want to say, you bastards. You bloody bastards. Okay? So take that and eat it. Yeah, well, that's what I consider to be a bit of an abuse. The way they put all these carps together in such awful... You can see there's even ruddy soap suds floating on the surface. Is that any way to keep aquarium fishes, carp, yeah? It's not really nice, and a lot of them are covered in fungus, as you can see down there. It's an awful tradition. I don't go along with it at all. The way they have these live carps, and they have to kill them themselves with a... That's really barbarous, actually. In 100 years' time, people will look back on this and think, how did they ever allow it? That was nice. Oh, look. He's really turned upside down. Well, he's nearly almost upside down, this big catfish. What a lovely shot. He's feeding from the top. If anybody knows what catfish that is, write it in the thingy. I think it's a punctatus, Cynodontis punctatus, but I'm not sure. But I think if I put this up on YouTube, the people that know better will tell me what it is. There's a couple of little tiger barbs in there. These tetras, they're a bit of a treat, aren't they? The tetras have actually come on really well. They've grown about 50% since I got them. And then what we've got is a nice friendship going on between... Oh, look, there's a bristle nose with the noses. With all the extensions on. And we've got a nice friendship going on between this shark, red-tailed black shark. It's not a real shark, but they call it a shark. So, Sophie, what did you want to ask? Oh, that thing, that's a funny toy. We'll get onto that. But people that watch fish movies are usually a little bit concentrated on fish. So let's keep it. And that's a kosharka, so-called. It's growing up a bit as well. And then we've got some of these silver-tipped tetras. And over here, got quite a nice example of a... I was supposed to get a female and a male, and they gave me two males, And of course the stronger male finished off the weaker male. That's a male. Crebensis. Some of the plants in this are worth a film as well. That's already quite old, that Anubias. One Anubias has turned into quite a lot. That's an algal ball from Siberia. It's become a mainstay of fish keeping. Actually, the red-tailed black shark and the Sandontis are tolerating each other quite well. I don't know what else I've got. A few more catfishes are in there, but they're not coming out at the moment. There's that little koshaka thing on the tiger barb. They're beautiful. Oh, there we go. There's one of my Brachyramdiamarthes, and I know that. I knew. Don't know her now, but I knew the woman that the particular Martha this was named for. Oh, what's happened to his top bit? He's had a fight with something else, hasn't he? I wonder what other fish has done that to him. Possibly the Sino. But there are other catfish in there as well. It's not obvious what could have done that to him. He's getting very, very large. There's another one of those. There's a koshaka here, and another koshaka over there, but they're nice peaceable things. They won't do anything to anybody. Right, I think I've got everything that's going to show itself right now. Right, do you want to show me that then? Oh yes, metallic balls, ball bearings and rods with magnets in that you can make things from. You can make shapes. Oh, you're losing your marbles.
And look now, making this thingy, and it's making like this.
Okay, I'll make something and then I'll film it.
The music
I've made this funny stick man now.
Can I make a music for him?
Well, do you think you'll be able to walk a bit along there? I can't walk.
Come on. Come on.
Oh no, his legs turned off.
Oh, come on.
What's happening? Put me back together again.
Okay. Then I wanted to play something. Here again. Can I play something? Can I play something? I'll play something for you. Can I play?
Go on then, you play something.
Oh, that's better.
Flame for the stick man that I made.
He wants to sit comfortably.
Yeah, let him put his hands on his knees. That'll be more comfortable.
And enjoying the music.
Okay, yep.
Like this.
Я тебя никогда не увижу. Well done. Excellent. So, oh yeah, I was asked what this was, this machine.
Bravo!
And this machine turns out to be, well, yes, he's clapping. Look, let's see what's been written on here. F.J. Novitsky. And somebody's put some other things on there. This picture of, I don't know who that might be.
Look, Dad.
And that's obviously this is obviously somebody's
Look, Dad.
put on
like
an
this.
image of Mary on there for some strange reason.
can do like this.
Yes, he's doing the splits. Okay.
I can play another song.
And a lava lamp.
I can play another song.
Okay, I want to find out how Mummy is and keep her in a good mood, so let's stop for a minute. Right, I just drove out of my garage. It was +6 in my garage. I'm going to see how cold it gets and how quickly. It's -5 now. I didn't get my winter tyres on time, -7. I've heard that it's quite cold out, but nobody can tell me for sure. Where am I? Here I am. -8 already. It's leading. So I've just discovered somebody that's offered to, even in the night, do my winter tyres for me. And I've discovered that I actually need them. Being done. It's -8. It's stuck on -8 for a while. It may be a -8, which isn't so bad. People going on as though it's like really, really cold. -8 isn't really, really cold. Oh, -9. Now I haven't got a hat with ears that flop down, and if it goes below -12, then that's probably not too good. If I have to walk back, for example, or if anything happens that means I've got to hang around in the cold for a bit, then -12 would be not good for me, or lower than mine. I can handle -12, but I can't really. I don't want to handle anything lower than -12 outside for more than about 5 minutes. Don't have to see it's stuck to -9 anyway. That's not too bad. That's really -10. Mind you, it's going down so slowly now that -11. Must be careful. There's only 2 degrees left for it to go down. It's -12. Ah dear. 1 more degree down and I'm stuck if I'm left outside in the cold without a hat on that's got ears that come down. -12 is really the limit of my ears, really, to put up with more than about 5 or 10 minutes outside in that kind of cold. Also, I didn't put the fur in my coat, so I've just got the coat without the fur in, and I like to have fur in my coat as well after the fur inlay in this Russian coat once I get down to about -13. But look, there we are. -12 is what we've got. It hasn't gone down to -13 after all. That's lucky, isn't it? Still on -12. It's not usual to... Oh, -13. Oh dear. And it's not that usual to get that cold a snap before Christmas. I don't remember any that cold snaps before Christmas before. I can understand like -10 before Christmas. But what usually happens is it then goes back up again. So that you get a thaw when Christmas actually comes, when you should be having all this white Christmassy nonsense. Instead, when that actually happens, and Christmas actually comes along, and you're back with so -13 is what it still says. People are still working normally, no problems. Even in the middle of the night, people are willing to come and change, or get you to come in and change their tyres, change your tyres. It's actually, well, 21:30, and you can get your tyres changed in Poland on a Sunday night at 21:30. So yeah, that's pretty civilised, isn't it? But you can't do that in Germany. Still -13. I think that's what I've got, -13. So I hope he's got a waiting area that's inside. Because if not, then I'm stuffed. I should probably put my scarf around my head. How to get in here though, that's the question. It's apparently on the terrain of this sports stadium here. I have to see, I've got a flashing red light there, as if What does it say? Orthopedia. I don't think I'm need an orthopedist, but we'll see what happens now. Ugh. Here we go. 200 meters to vulcanization, which is the name for what a tyre person does. He says, come in and I'll tell you what it will cost you. Like he didn't want to shock me over the phone. So there we are. Minus 14 it's actually ended up at. I don't think it's going to go down from there, hopefully. Let's see what we've got here. And there's cars coming in and out of this place. 24-hour vulcanization. Look at the police. Ooh, I'm all over the road. I do need these winter tyres. Summer tyres are no good. I used to drive with just summer tyres, but the car wasn't as big as this one, which is a bit of a tough thing. Gets out of control if you're not careful, and basically this guy's completely, there's a Frenchman with no tyres as well. Just see what happens. Psychotechnica, that's funny. Okay, look at this lot, there's a queue of people here wanting their things done. I'm not sure whether this is going to work out alright for me to find out. This, ladies and gentlemen, is my daughter's, the Christmas card she made in school. She got first prize in the Christmas card making competition. The reason I'm filming it is it's going to Belarus for her grandma in Belarus, and so we won't even see it again, so I'm filming it so that we can still see it. This first prize winning Christmas card. It's a nice cross between a snowman and a duck. It's very nice. There's a guy who's got his DPL 911. Just parked his car without any... Hello, yes, hello. He's parked his car on the thing there, which is for the disabled. He's got no card. His wife just skipped out, very well able to look after herself, and so there we are. That's what we have. So I'm sitting here filming. He knows he's being filmed. He hasn't got the balls to come out and confront me about it. He knows very well, because there's a red light that comes on the front of this when it films. That gives the game away. There's no question of doing this. Well, I could, I suppose, pretend to be on the phone and have it next to my ear, but I just decided that if the guy wants to confront me, best of luck to him. But he doesn't. He's just sitting in there dying one of his 1,000 cowards' death, while I take his number, DPL911. See, he's not even admitting to having a to being Polish. I mean, the thing has actually been done in Poland, this. Yeah, it's got Kia Plaza Warszawa underneath it. But there he is, with a Düsseldorf plate. Is D Düsseldorf? A German plate. Well, bitte, wer in Deutschland diese meine Sachen schaut, bitte finden Sie diesen Mensch da in Düsseldorf, wo er ist, und sagen Sie ihm, dass er bitte nicht den guten deutschen Leumund in allen Ländern in die Drecke bringt, dadurch, dass er so seine Parkerei macht in den verhinderten Plätzen. Ja? Das werden wir nicht tolerieren, nicht in Deutschland, nicht in Polen, nicht in Europa, nicht in Amerika, nirgendwo. Ja? Und wollen wir alle zusammen beten, dass wenn er, und das weiß natürlich nur Gott, letztendlich, wenn niemand da einen Badge hat, aber wenn er einen Badge hat, da hätte er es schon zeigen sollen, da er weiß, dass er filmiert wird. Ja? Wenn er keine Behinderung hat, dann sollen wir alle jetzt zusammen an Gott beten, dass er keins bekommt. Weil wenn es normalerweise um normalen Justice geht, um normale Fairheit, dann würde normalerweise jemand, der so sieht, das auch bekommen. Ja? Eine Behindertheit dank dem, dass er in dem Behindertenort parkiert hat. Da wollen wir auf christliche Weise an Gott, unserem Vater, zusammen beten, dass er seine jetzt ganz gewonnene Behindertheit für sich selbst oder seine Familie nicht bekommt. Amen.